I
Hi,
go to
hi.
work.
Good to see everybody here. How's everybody's week been going?
Excellent.
Very
MRT.
good.
We loved
Me too.
MRT.
Me too.
Yeah.
So I've transitioned from Germany to California, so I'm having a blast over here, going around the Bay Area, and
Oh, that sounds nice.
it's good to see all of you guys. We have a slightly different topic to start off with today, and I have a little video to demonstrate some of what I'll be talking about. So I'm excited to show you guys that. We're going to be talking about, a little bit about blockages, what causes them, how they affect us. As some of you may have noticed, and I certainly do notice myself, is that a lot of these thoughts, bubbling up, they actually stem from blockages, often emotional blockages that we have stored within. And for example, this morning when I was driving down to get to where I am in kind of the lower part of the bay, I noticed these recurring thoughts just picking up, thinking about what I might say or what I might do. And then when I was digging a little bit deeper and trying to get to the roots of them, because I want to have a clear mind, I want to be able to sit and meditate and not have a bunch of thoughts, running around all over the place. And when I was digging deeper, I was noticing that those are tied to emotions. So they're stored emotions, and even though the thoughts may seem, oh, it's just thinking about what I'm going to do next or what I might say to this person later, when I go down and I look at the underlying feeling, there's actually a negative emotion, a tension, often in the chest area for this type of thing that's driving that. So as we lift off and remove these blockages slowly, generally a slow, very slow process over time, we improve things. And those could be things like physical health, or those things could be reducing drivers of all of this thinking and getting us to a point where we can have a better meditation. So what I want to show you guys today, my illustration is about the blockage removal process, in general, because when we think about removing blockages, there's often an order that naturally this process takes place in. If we're just able to go to like a really central blockage, yank that out, it could be a little bit destabilizing, because it turns out there's a lot of smaller blockages around it, and it's a very intricate structure. And in another class, we can, I have also visualized that almost like structure of smaller blockages surrounding more central ones. So often we don't, you know, just go after that, really big central one, even though we might want to, just yank that out, that one that's really bothering us, or driving a lot of the core issue, what we might have, we kind of have to tiptoe around it. And that's what this illustration is about. So I will share this. It's a short video, and I'll basically talk through it a little bit on this side. So we're visualizing in the center. If you guys can see that in pink, we have this is the core blockage of anger, in that when we experience anger, like, we're predominantly experiencing that core blockage, that flavor of the anger, that really big anger there. So you have the arrow, that's pointing to the brain, but there's all this stuff around it that's interlaced in with it, and some of it's more tightly coupled than other things. So that basically in this illustration, the thicker those lines are, so the big, thick black lines, let's say in our past lifetime with the divorce over there, that's really tightly tied into the anger. So it might be a bit harder to remove that one first. Whereas some of the other ones, let's say somebody burned down our hut 20 lifetimes ago, it's not as tightly coupled. And it's a bit lighter gray, so it's showing it's kind of not as heavy, at least at this point. And what we see is that there is a rationale for the order in which we remove these, a natural order that makes sense. as we think about it. So we'll play through this illustration here. So, we had a little frustration 5 lifetimes ago. That's kind of a low-hanging fruit.
I have to
Our
go.
hut got burned down. We're coming over there, and we got betrayed by our business partner, a business thing. It's a little bit less intense. All right, we get rid of that, and we kind of keep going around. We had some lack of support earlier this lifetime. Our camel was stolen. We can get rid of that, but then we starved afterwards in the desert, so we had to kind of get rid of one, and then the other that was linked to it. And then finally, we get to the divorce and everything around that. And then finally, we can get at that core anger after we've removed all the stuff around it. And that's why, it takes a little bit of time, but we do it in a bit of a more gradual way. So we'll start off with with a bit of inner work to go deep and put a little bit of time into a decluttering process, neatening things up a little bit. And after that, we'll lighten things back up afterwards. So I'll put on some more standard meditation for this. It'll be kind of a gentle meditation music, and at 5 minutes there'll be a slight chime in it. Let's see. Okay, so you should hear some light meditation backgroundy music, and we will begin with that. Jen, how are you feeling at this point?
Sorry, I forgot I was muted. I'm feeling good, thank you.
Okay. All right, great. Let's keep that. Hey, good. So we've done some nice meat and potatoes work so far. Starting on our blockage removal, and now we'll put on some Baba music and bask in some of Baba's love at this point in our meditation. So we'll get that playing here. We can remain with our eyes closed.
हुआ लहर से ही है जिसकी सृष्टि का निर्माण, उसकी दैवी अनंतता का कैसे हो अनुमान। आदि सचेतन शांति निकेतन, आदि सचेतन शांति निकेतन, नमो ब्रह्म आवो मेर प्रभु आरती अपनावो, मेर प्रभु आरती अपनावो, मेर प्रभु आरती अपनावो। आदि सचेतन शांति निकेतन, आदि सचेतन शांति निकेतन, नमो ब्रह्म आवो मेर प्रभु आरती अपनावो, मेर प्रभु आरती अपनावो, मेर प्रभु।
And we'll try to feel the love in our hearts expanding as we continue to listen to it.
आरती अपनावो। प्रेम दीप में दिए जलाओ, प्रेम दीप में दिए जलाओ, निबिड़ अंधेरा मिटता पाओ, निबिड़ अंधेरा मिटता पाऊं, अपना सब कुछ तुम्हें चढ़ाऊं, अपना सब कुछ तुम्हें चढ़ाऊं, तुम मुझको सरसाओ मेर प्रभु आरती अपनावो, मेर प्रभु आरती अपनावो, मेर प्रभु आरती अपनावो। जीवन की हर सांस हमारी, जीवन की हर सांस हमारी बन जाए प्रभु गति तुम्हारी, बन जाए
Wrap us up
प्रभु।
for today. I want to thank everyone for joining, and everyone who watches the replay also. It's always wonderful to be on with you and feel Baba's energy and his love. So I want to thank you all. And yeah,
Thank you.
Jen also, thank you for joining us. How are you feeling?
Thank you. I feel good. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
See,
All right. Perfect. So wish you all a great day. All right.
right
Bye-bye.
back at you, only double.
Okay.